Welcome everyone, good afternoon. My name is Jill Perry, I'm the head coach at Beaver Boxing Club, and this class today is brought to you by Kingsway Boxing and Beaver Boxing, our virtual boxing club partnerships. So we're going to be doing a technical boxing or a classic boxing workout. We're going to be doing a technical component, and today I'm choosing to focus on footwork and how that integrates into different tactics. And then we're going to move to the bags, and we're going to do some different elements of boxing that requires us to not just stand in front of our bag and move, but actually move and throw at the same time. So let's get started with our warm-up. Let's start off shadow boxing. We're going to just do a very brief warm-up today because our first part, the technical stuff, I feel is enough movement where we will get warmed up additionally before we really start pounding away on the bag. So we're going to just do a minute of shadow boxing, a minute of skipping, and we're going to do that twice. And then we're going to go right into our footwork drills, okay? Things that I like to see when my boxers are shadow boxing is realistic elements, things that you need to do in the ring if you are actually sparring or engaging in competition. So high hands, movement. Nobody enters the ring and just stands there. We have to move. So you need to start learning to move your feet as you're throwing. That to me is a very high level skill, and it's the one that causes a lot of boxers, especially in the beginning, challenges. Let's take it right away to a skipping rope. I'm using my virtual skipping rope today because I find it's just as fast for me to go back and forth. So we're going to be looking at this movement stuff, and I find that coordinating the timing of punches. Hello, Kyle. Is that you, Kyle? Yeah. Coordinating punches. There's this one right here if you want. And movement is a real challenge because it is very technical. Last night I taught a block throw pattern, and you know, I was thinking about it today, and I know why it causes people trouble, and it's because the footwork element of that has to be continuous, and so you're always moving forward with your feet, but what's happening upstairs with your hands is an interrupted flow. And so timing something upstairs with your hands where you do something, you have a pause and you go again while your feet are still continuing to move is challenging. And it would be different if we were, say, running, you know, it would be different, but we're not, we're boxing. And that's what makes it challenging. Back to shadow boxing. So other things that I look for, defense. Incorporate some defense into your blocking, into your shadow boxing. So throw some blocks, get the hands up, because you need to visualize, like, how does it all play out, right? If you've ever watched boxing, seen boxing on TV, whether amateur or professional, if it's on TV, it's probably professional. Should be amateur. There is always going to be defensive elements in there, but we have a tendency to want to focus on the offense because that's where all the big glamorous stuff happens, right? The big fancy punches, the KO moments that are so spectacular to watch. Rarely do you see someone say, what a great defensive movement. Oh my God, such good defense. It seems like there's very little credibility given to good defense. When that's too bad. Okay, time. For the footwork part, we can actually put our gloves on because it adds an extra little bit of work for you today. And I don't know if you can see in my background, Valentine, if you scoot over, yeah, there we go. I'm gonna have Danny and Valentine off in the corner behind me. But we're gonna start with something just basic footwork. So I'm just gonna take my camera down here so you can see a little bit more about my feet. You don't need to see my head for this. And for me, I prefer a footwork stance that's wide enough apart. So I need to see space between, okay? Between your feet. What I often see, and this is a coach of many years, is people want to do a stance like this, very linear. And this is where you have no lateral support because you're walking on a balance beam. So I want you to visualize 2 balance beams, a few inches in between them. So spread your legs a little bit, bend your knees. You need to bend your knees, okay? So if I break the footwork component into 4 quadrants, sorry, I'm wearing black, so it doesn't show very well. 1 foot in the front, 1 foot down here. Lateral support is achieved, as well as support to the front and the back. I don't point my toes forward because that squares me up to my opponent and gives them everything as a target. Whereas if I angle my toes over their shoulders, and if I was boxing as a southpaw, it'd be over there. But I'm angling them over their shoulders. It allows me, it forces me, it doesn't allow me, it forces me to properly rotate. Okay, so get in this stance, and I want you visualizing where your partner is, where your opponent is. And I want you thinking about rotating into those punches. And please let your feet move. If you look what I'm doing right now, when I'm throwing that cross, my heel comes out. You can see the stripes on the bottom of my pants because my heel is rotating around. When I do that, my knee drops. It's adding stability into my punch. That's it. You can drop it even a little bit more. Yeah, because doing that also brings your hip around, okay? You want your hip to come forward, okay? Because that's the difference between, if you don't rotate your hip forward, I'll bring this up. If I don't rotate my hip forward when I throw, that's all I have. But if I rotate, that's what I have. That versus that is a lot. So I want you to think about, I guess, 3 points to me where I need to focus on my footwork. What are my feet doing? That's number 1. Dropping the knee and then the hip. Those 3 things, that's all stuff that's going on downstairs. If that's too complicated for you, focus on thinking about what your shoulders are doing. When I'm throwing from my backhand, I want to see that back shoulder. Right? Because if I don't see it, I'm not rotating. So make sure you can see your back shoulder. Otherwise, you're not rotating, okay? And when you throw that jab, you're not just throwing it here. I want you really extending, right? Extending brings the shoulder out and adds a layer of protection for my chin, okay? So with whatever hand I'm throwing, there's my protection. Beautiful, that's it. Yeah, let me see. There you go. Think about keeping your chin. You want to tuck it into your shoulder area, close, not directly into your armpit, but close to your armpit. Okay? That is stance in a nutshell for me. And we'll come back to this because if you don't have good stance, you're not going to have good punches. Okay? Let's talk about forward attacks. Okay? So one thing I like to do with a forward attack, and I'm going to get you guys to do this in your space, is I want you thinking about bringing your feet forward as you come forward, as you attack. But you notice my front foot always stays forward and my back foot stays behind. I don't walk it forward. I could, but I'm not going. I'm just going to encourage the feet to stay in their position. Okay? So for instance, if I take 3 steps forward, my front foot, my back foot comes 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. And every time I add a little twist. So just do that back and forth. You can even move back. When you're moving back, the back foot is going to lead it. When you're moving forward, the front foot's going to lead it. Okay? And I see naturally everyone's head is kind of moving. Okay? And really what's happening is your head, your chin is sort of drifting over your knee. That's moving, and that's what you want because that's helping your head stay off the line, okay? So doing those little movements helps us. That's it. And if you want to put punches in it, there you go. Always punch to a single point of target. Think about punching the chin. That's going to help with the rotation. right? We want to make sure that we're rotating and really bringing those punches around, okay? We don't want to be punching like this because we're just leaving that huge highway in the middle open to get cracked in the head. We don't want that. We want to be putting punches in the middle so that there's always something between us and the target, okay? Another option with footwork is to circle around, okay? Just so think of it, I call it like a C or a J movement. And I'm very visual when I box. So if I'm boxing and I want to get away, I might do a little C. When I do the C, I am staying very close to the target. So if you have like a bag in front of you, you can sort of use this as a visual. You're just circling around the bag. You're not getting too far away from it, but you're circling around. One side's going to be easier to circle than the other. So if you're circling to your lead side, that'll be the front, that foot that's in the front. That's going to be the easier side to move around, okay? So when I'm circling to my left foot moves first, my right foot follows. I'll do that a little better, you can see. When I'm moving to my left foot moves first, back foot follows. Okay, because this always leaves me in my stance. Think about it as two circles. The lead foot is taking slightly smaller steps when you're circling because the radius of that circle is smaller. The outside circle, slightly bigger. So the outside foot has to move a little bit more, but don't get into this habit of over rotating with the back foot, okay? So yes, the front foot moves a little bit smaller, but don't let the back foot move too much so that your feet are crossed. Feet should never come together in the ring, and feet should never cross, okay? It's just like doing stuff like this. We don't do that, right? But we do it with our back foot often. And the back foot is the root of all the problems in boxing. It's because it's back there, we don't see it, right? So make sure, just circle around your bag, little tiny steps, or if you don't have a bag with you, put something on the floor in front of you, a cushion, a glass, a water bottle, and just circle around and practice moving to your left and practice moving to your right. So when I'm moving to my right side, and this doesn't matter what your stance is, when you move right, the right foot moves first and the left foot follows. That's when I'm moving to my right, okay? Right foot moves first, back foot follows. When I'm moving to my left foot leads. That's what's going to help you, prevent you from bringing your feet together. So it's very simple. Whatever direction I'm going, that's the foot that leads that movement. Okay? So just moving around your bag, move around your space. Make sure, Sandy, you're stepping, but you're sometimes bringing your feet together. So make sure there's always that little bit of space between them. That's it, Mary Claire. That looks good. Very good. Wow, she's even throwing punches. She's getting advanced on me. Yeah, and I see like Kyle in my class here. He's starting to feel it. Now he's able to move a little bit more quickly, but he's still not bringing his feet together. He's always making sure. So start slow on this till it feels good. The big thing about footwork, everyone, is that it has to feel natural because you don't have time in the ring to look down and say, "Was my feet where they need to be?" Or, "Oh my God, what's going on?" And I look and boom. You always have to be looking at your opponent. So footwork really requires you to have this sense of feeling. It has to feel good. It has to feel right. And I would say this, smaller moves are more effective than bigger moves. Okay? Smaller steps are easier to control. And I mean, the ring is only what? I mean, this one's 18 by 18. So I mean, it doesn't take many steps to move around and get out of the space. So I don't need to take these big lunging steps. Small, little purposeful steps. Okay? So circle around your bag. Don't hit your bag just yet though. Thanks, Nathan. Okay, time. Let's talk about another. So that, to me, the C is a kind of an inside the pocket. I'm engaging with my opponent and I want to stay really close to you. So I circle around you, right? The J is a move that takes me away from you. So the J, I just assume is like a couple of steps back from my target. I've thrown, I take a couple of steps back, but I don't want to get caught moving straight back. And then I circle out. So a J, and you can go in either direction. You go back and then you circle around, okay? It's just a different style of an exit strategy, right? For me, the C is very much inside fighting. You want to stay there. You want to stay very active, right? And the tighter you are and these tight turns, if I'm in front of you, and just envision as soon as I step here, I'm off the line on you. I'm off the line. Now you have to either adjust to me because I've created an opening. If I step over and you throw here, boom, I got you, right? So when you stay close, you are creating offensive opportunities. But with this J movement, you're really essentially saying this exchange is done. I'm moving away, but I'm going to get out. I add that little turn at the end because I don't want to get caught just moving straight back, because then you can get people that charge at you. And then when you're kind of screwed, because it is very challenging. We're going to actually talk about that pretty soon. Okay. So practice just stepping a few steps, 2, 3, and then circle out. Make sure your feet don't come together. Just practice a few steps out and circle out. A few steps out, circle out. Doesn't matter which way you go. It would probably matter more. Yeah, you just kind of visualize stepping out and then circle around. Yeah, step back and then circle around. Yeah, so Nathan, come straight back and then circle. So moves back and then circle. Visualize you're on a J. Whoop, whoop. And that J coming around might put you in a position to attack. So just step back from the bag and then circle around. Focus on the feet. Make sure you're not bringing your feet together. And then circle. Yeah. You probably don't want to go more than 3 steps back. That would be the max, because then you're going straight back. Okay, time. We're going to incorporate these into bag work. So I just wanted to, and now last thing we're going to talk about before we start hitting the bag, forward attacks. So this is something, when someone moves straight back, this is what you're going to do. You're just going to follow them in. Because if someone wants to go straight back, I guarantee you their hands are probably going to drift down. And it's very hard to be moving backwards, but to throw forwards. That's a high level skill. Think about it. You're putting your energy one direction, but then you have to throw forcefully in another direction. Very challenging, highly technical, right? So novice boxers get caught with this all the time. They get stuck moving back. And then the other boxer's like, oh, well, I'm just going to follow them. And they just come in like this and they score a bunch of points. So I want you to think about how you come forward. So let's just take a look at my feet here. If I'm coming forward, again, I'm just going to just tiny steps. Just like, bah, 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 bah. Right? I still am always staying in my stance. There is a case where I might say this, boom, 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 where you actually walk it forward, where it's like boom, boom, boom. And I will say, as a coach, I have 2 thoughts on that. I hate it, but I acknowledge its effectiveness, because my nemesis, when I box, used that move on me and caught me every time, because it just caught me. It was just fast, boom, boom, boom. And I didn't have enough time to react, and I got caught moving back. So I hate it, but now I coach it. So, and I don't even think it particularly looks like great boxing, but I do not minimize its effectiveness, Because in a moment you're there, everyone just shadow boxes, kind of standing on a stop, and then all of a sudden just move around, move around, move around. All of a sudden, boom, boom, boom. What did you think? Did you even have time to do anything? No, I was in your face before you knew it. So that's why I do this. So let's practice a few forward assaults on our bag. Ba, ba, ba. Fast and explosive. Fast and explosive. Just close the distance quickly. And you can walk it forward and be really, really forceful, or you can keep in your stance. If you stay in your stance, in my opinion, it sets you up to do more once you get there. But when you walk forward like kind of like a monster, that's pretty much ending the transaction. You walk them to the ropes, and that's where they are. Then you're going to have to do something else. You're going to have to probably step back or something. So you have a choice. You can do it nice and technical, or you can do like a monster walk forward. So time. So how many people prefer the technical forward? A few of you. How many people prefer the monster walk? A few of you. So you know what? They both have their time and place. I will say that. If I'm doing something in the middle of the ring, the more technical approach is better, because then when I get there, I can easily circle around, right? But if I'm taking them right to the ropes, and I'm going to move my camera over so you can see the ropes. If I'm walking them forward to the ropes, boom, 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 then I might not care if I'm in position, because I'm standing right in front of them and I've walked them to the ropes. And hopefully I've given them an 8 count. So different time, different place for those two things. Okay, let's start hitting the bag. So I want you guys going and using the circling technique as you hit the bag. So it's probably easiest to throw the jab and move to your lead side. So jabbing around the bag. Let's go. 2-minute round. Move it always, you're going to circle around to your lead side. Boom, boom, throwing that jab. And then you can reset. You can walk yourself back and then jab yourself over. Because if you keep just going around and around the bag, you will get dizzy. Nathan, go the other direction. Nathan, go to your other lead side. No, no. Stay in your stance and then move. Yeah, that's better. Sometimes left and right. You can do it challenging. That's it. Very nice. Good. That's it, Mohammed. Hey, Mohammed, change your angle on your camera so I can see more of your footwork. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Because I really just need to see what's going on with the feet today. That's it, Mary Claire. Throw more jabs, Mary Claire. Move to your lead side. So circle around to your left. Yeah, there you go. That's it. A little more than a minute to go. Keep that back hand tight to your face. I want to see tight defense as you're circling around that bag. You can reset. Circle around that bag. Keep that hand tight. Nice. That's it. Just land. Throw with the other hand. Yeah, throw with that. You throw with throw with your left. Yeah, and then circle this way. There you go. That's it. That's it. Now you're jabbing. Kyle, I love it. He's going nice and slow, and he's figuring out what foot needs to be where, and now he's starting to throw with both hands. Higher level skill. 10 seconds. That's it, Sandy. Sandy, don't trip on that tripod there, that lighting thing. I don't want you to get lights out by yourself. Time. Sandy's in a photo studio. She's got this big lighting thing. I don't want her to have lights out. I have to call 911. But I don't know where she is. I'm just online with her. Okay, so we've circled around. Let's do just about a minute's worth of circling around. And this time I want you circling to your back side. So so in your stance, you're gonna be throwing with your right hand. And then I want you to step a few with your right. moving to your right, okay? If you are a southpaw, you are going to move to your left and throw that left. And then you're gonna circle and throw that left. So I want you moving to your backhand side and throwing your backhands, but I really want it going slow because this is the unnatural side, okay? So you're gonna just move, you're gonna have to stop, throw, and then you can just take a few steps, stop and throw, okay? Let's go, 1 minute's worth. Okay, go. Make sure I'm seeing that bent knee that we talked about earlier in the class. That's it, my wussy friend. He's from the Western Oklahoma State, the wussies. It's not because I'm calling him out for anything other than his team pride. Kira, we need to see more knee drop from you as well. That's it. Mohammed, bring the back hip forward more. Rotate forward. When you drop the knee, it's right, but the hip has to come forward. Think about where your shoulder ends up. Mohammed, if you look at the screen right now, I'll show you what I mean. I want you to bring the hip forward. So boom. When you throw, boom. The hip comes forward. Okay? That's it. That's it. Blue shorts, very nice. I'm not sure of your name, but I'll call you Blue Shorts today, and it looks good. Okay, time. So we've done a little circling around our bag, okay? Let's just spend 1 round. I want you practicing that J. So you're gonna be throwing, you can hit your bag, and then I want you to take 2 steps back and circle around. And then I want you to come back into your bag. So you're hitting, 2 steps back, circle around, come back into your bag. So we're tying 2 elements together, the J and the forward attack, okay? So you're gonna J out and forward attack back in. Why is this so good? Because you're coming in on an angle. So right, 1 minute I'm here in front of you, now I'm coming in here and you don't have all the defensive tools for you. I know you all want to tell me that and you're just shy, okay? So J and come back in on the angle using that forward attack. So the train or like that monster sort of zombie walk forward. Okay, let's go. Very nice. Is that you, Mary Thrones? No, over there. Bronze gloves. Very nice. That's it. Very good. Nice. Good work. Mary Claire, have you boxed before? No? Oh, you were a dancer. Okay. Well, you have good technique. You clearly have good understanding of movement. That's it, Mohammed. Very good. Okay, time. Now we're going to start getting into slightly more offensive posturings with. So I want you just close enough to your bag, but not close enough that you can hit it. So measure out and just, I want you to be like 5 inches from your glove. Okay, then get in your stance. And this is the motion I'm going to want you to do. Okay, so you're not close enough to your bag, but I want you just to step forward, boom, with a front foot. So here's where you might be kind of looking at your opponent and assessing each other up. I'm looking at my golden glove girl there, and then boom. Okay, so you're just gonna do, you're sort of pushing off the back foot, boom, but it's just a big forward stomp. Just like shifting your weight, looking at your target, boom, one step forward, okay? So this is a tack that you can use if you're just a few inches out of range and you just kind of set it up, boom, okay? Let's go, let's try it. 2 minutes. Setting it up. It's all in the setup. Set it up, shift your weight, make sure you're in a good stance, and then boom, one step forward. Setting it up, shifting your weight from front to back, and then boom, one quick step forward. Boom. There's a lot of power in this punch. You can drive a lot of power. The power actually is going to drive from the back foot because the back foot in this case is staying connected to the floor. Imagine being a sprinter in the block and you're driving off that back foot, but you're still stepping first with the lead foot. You're just closing the distance, something really tight. This would be something you can use when you have someone on the ropes. You're close, but not quite close enough. Boom. And you just step forward. Boom. And you crush them. Crush them. Come on, you got less than a minute to crush them. Western or Oklahoma, you can hit harder than that. Come on, Oklahoma's a farm state, isn't it? Come on, you gotta be throwing bales of hay there. She's like got the kid gloves on like he's dealing with the lamb. Boom, big, hard, boom. This is a power punch. This is not a fun, this is like, boom, you're stepping forward, you're crushing it. Boom, drive it forward, push off that back foot. It's stabilizing you. Because of your stance, you're in a good stance. Your feet are not too close together, and you're just, boom, you're stepping in. Boom. That's it, Kira. Time. That's good. So that's a kind of thing that you might use when someone is on the ropes or in the corner, where you know where they are, but you're just kind of just outside of range. You don't want to be too close. Or if you're a very, very tall boxer, you know, and you're just a little bit further out and they are way away from you, that's where the tall boxers can really effectively keep shorter boxers out, okay? Because if you're a shorter boxer, chances are you're gonna need a few steps to get in. So for short boxers, it's really only good when you have them trapped on the ropes, okay? But for like people like Muhammad looks tall, Sandy, you look kind of tall, well, you can do that stuff out in the middle of the ring, but shorter boxers, no, we need to have you guys confined. Okay, now we're gonna do kind of the opposite of that one. Let me just, I want you guys to see my feet. This time, we're gonna step back away from the target. So again, you're just a few inches away from your bag. I want you to step back. Think about throwing your weight back and then boom, launch forward with a cross. So step back, boom. Notice how, when I do it, I step back, my back foot moves, boom, but I still do the front stomp as well. It's chucking your weight back and then chucking it forward. Let's go, 2-minute round. You're just a little ways away from your bag. You step back, you bring your shoulder back, boom. Then you come through with the cross. That's it. Very nice, Kira. That was excellent. That's it. How'd that feel? Good. Yeah, she loves hitting things hard. Much better, Mr. Oklahoma. That's it, Kaya. That looks nice. Good. And I love that you're keeping your hands nice and high. You got a great range. Looks really good. Mary Claire, make sure you're hitting directly to the target. Don't overthrow, so don't like miss the target because you're get on target. I might think maybe in that case your feet got a bit narrow, so when you throw your punches off the side like that, that's often a balance correction. That's it. Very nice, Mohammed. That's good. That's good mechanics. Oh, and he's dropping his knee. I love it. You see what these guys are up to. Bring your front step. Bring your stomp of your front foot. So step it back. You might be starting a little too far back. So make sure you do the step. Step it back. Here it is. Okay, pause. A second. Step back. Step forward. You're not stepping back. Step back. Yeah, go in your stance. Just go to your stance. Get close, a little closer to your bag. Yeah. Now, with me. Step back. Step forward. There we go. Time. Okay, we've got a couple. Now we're gonna go to straight up bag rounds, but I'm gonna ask you to incorporate some of these elements into these bag rounds, okay? So we're gonna do a 3-punch combination. Don't care what they are. It's everyone's got their own style. So 3 punches. Then I want you to move somewhere. Maybe you step back and then you have to come forward with 1 more punch. So 3 punches. Step back, come forward with 1. That's one option, but you could do combination. You could do a bit of a C and you could throw as well. Okay, so we could use the C, we could use the step back, but basically 3 punches, a piece of footwork and another punch. Okay, it's like a sandwich. Okay, the movement is the meat or the peanut butter. Or the vegetables, whatever you put on your sandwiches. Okay, ready? Go. So 3 punches, move 1. 3 punches, move 1. 3 punches, move 1. I'll show you, focus on my footwork now. There's my 3 punches, I move 1. 3 punches, move 1. 3 punches and move back, 1. The deal with this to make it super effective is to make the movement quick and to throw that next punch right after you move. So don't put a big pause in there. That's like filling up your sandwich with iceberg lettuce. It's irrelevant. It's just noise. It's making your sandwich look bigger, but doesn't make it taste better. So 3 punches. Quick step, boom, counter. 3 punches, quick step, counter. That's it, nice. Ghislaine just used a C, I love it. Whoa, Kyle did a nice move to the lead side and threw a wicked uppercut. Lovely. Oh, I know. When you throw your back hand, make sure you drop your knee a bit on it. Drop the knee a bit more, and that'll help. Try to keep your stance always together somewhat. The more you keep your stance in position, the more effective your punching will be. Time. Okay, this time we're going to throw 2 punches. You're going to move. And you're going to throw 1 or 2. So 2, move, 2, or it could be 2, move, 2, or it could be 2, move, 2. Okay? So choice to keep close to the bag. And then those are true second attacks. I throw, I move quickly, I throw immediately. Second attack. Or if you do a bit bigger movement like a J, it's not quite, could be called a second attack. You throw, you step around, bam! But it's because there's a bit more time in there. You know, some people might argue it's just 2 unique attacks, okay? But the thing is, the punches have to be relatively close. Like, do the footwork and then make the punch happen. And if you focus on one thing, focus on the footwork. If the feet are right, the punches will be good. Okay, ready? Go. 2, move, 2, or 2, move 1. That's it, that's good, that's perfect. And if you throw 3 or 4, I don't care, that's fine. You're throwing, that's what matters. But make sure the feet are where they need to be. Don't be throwing punches if your feet aren't where they need to be, because that's just recipe for bad stuff to be happening. I'm not even boxing and I'm getting sweaty. I'm just getting sweaty looking at you guys working out. Sandy, that's looking very good. You've been doing lots of boxing lately. Mary Claire, love that forward attack. Nice, Muhammad. Again, he just did it 2, 2. 2, move 2. I love it. Nice. See, look at the C there. I love. Excellent. I'm seeing people using things we've looked at today. That's it. If the feet are there, the punches can happen. 30 seconds. Cairo, I love that you're punching. Like, I love the way you're throwing. One thing, I want you to relax a little bit through your neck. You look like you're... I am relaxed. Yes, I went for a massage this morning, and I swear I'm taller because she gave me back my neck because it was like sucking up into my body, and my head was starting to just sit right on my shoulders. So I went in at 5'2", now I'm 5'2" and a bit. Okay. I'm making an executive choice today not to do core work because I want to give you guys an awesome punch out that's going to kill you. So we'll do the punching part first, and then we'll do the leg part first. It's a leg punch out. It's my new form of torture. And we're going to, for 2 minutes, we're going to work between high, medium, and low. So high is a normal shadow boxing, and you can be hitting your bag. Medium, you're squatting down a little bit. Low is like you're sitting in a chair, okay? But when you're in low, I still want you moving, okay? This helps us to strengthen our legs because when we box, I want you to have bent knees. I want you sitting down a little bit. My coach always used to say, sit down in your punches. You want them to be effective, you need to sit down on those punches. But we have a tendency to stand up, so we got to train it more so that we do less, which will happen, and we do it right. But if we train less, then we'll stand right up, okay? This is a 2-minute round. It's going to be awful. You ready for it? High, medium, low. Let me get my timer out. This is a 2-minute round, and then we're going to do a crushing hard 2-minute round punch out. Ready? Starting, medium, go. Medium. So you have bent knees. You are definitely lower than if you were standing up. You are definitely lower. It should feel very easy. You're hitting your bag, and I want you moving around your bags or moving around your space. Okay, take it low. Go low, low, low. Move. Make sure you're moving. Yeah, it's a little bit harder. High, take it high. Take it high. Back to medium. Back to medium. Moving around. Make sure you're moving. Yeah, low, go low. Oh yeah, low, low, low. Go back to high. Medium. Low, low. Medium. Low. Kyle, get that butt down. Yeah, you're a cyclist, you got it. Medium. High. 1 minute done. Low. I just like saying that word that way. Low. That's it. Very good. Medium. Don't stand up. Don't release the tension in the legs. High. Little bit of a break. Move, move, move. Low, low. 30 seconds left. Medium. Low. See, they're starting to hate me already. I can help. High. Woo, baby, that feels good. Low. Take it low. Medium. 8 seconds left. Low. 3 seconds. Finish it off. Time. Shake it loose. Woo. Okay. Now we're going to do the punch out. It is a 3-minute round of punching. It'll be the last thing we do, and then we'll just do a cool down. I know I'm going over time. I apologize. Jen Huggins, I apologize. The first minute, you're going to punch 5 seconds hard, 5 seconds of rest. 5 seconds hard, 5 seconds of rest for 1 minute. Then we're going to go 10 seconds fast, 10 seconds rest. 10 seconds fast, 10 seconds of rest. That's for minute 2. In minute 3, we go a couple of hard and a couple of fast. Okay, you just have to listen to me. I'll talk you through it all. Everybody ready? So you're starting hard. Danny, can you give me a sample of what it looks like? Can you give me a sample of what it looks like? Oh no, come to the end bag. Come to the end bag. I can't see you. You got to come to the end bag. Come, yeah, come right there. What does it look like? That's what I want to do. Okay. Now you know what I want for hard. Okay, ready? Box. 5. Hard. Hard. Yeah. Dig in. Bend the knee. Relax. Stop. Stop. You're going to kill yourself if you keep going. Box. Go again. Go. 5 seconds. Hard. Catch your breath. Get ready. Go. Hard. Time. Catch your breath. Box. Hard. Come on. Hard. Time. Big inhale. Exhale. Get ready. Box. Come on, hard. It's a shootout. Time! This will be your last hard one. Then we're going fast. Ready? Hard! Time! Now we go fast. Get ready? 10 seconds. Go fast! Da, 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 da. Come on. Ah. Fast, 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 Nathan. Fast. Time! Fast. A lot of straight punches. Don't worry about the power on these. Catch your breath. 3, 2, 1. Go! Fast, fast. Yeah, fast. Da, 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 da. Successive fast punches. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Time. Yes. I'm going to focus on Kyle Melanson on this one. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Fast! There we go. Look at that. That's fast. Whoa. Keep going. 5 seconds. Time. That's fast. Now we're going back to hard. Ready? 5 seconds. 2, 1. Hard. 5 seconds of hard. Time. Stay close because you're going 2, 1. Hard. Time. Hard again. Hard. Time. Fast. 10 seconds. Get ready. Go fast. Da 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 da. Come on, fast, fast, fast. That means lots of punches are being thrown. Okay, lots. Don't worry about the time. Back to hard. Ready? Go. Time. Last one and the round's over. Get ready and box. Time. Okay, that was excellent. Woo. Mary Claire, is that okay? She's saying it's okay. Okay, everyone, shadow box to cool down. Take it easy. So we're not doing core work. So let's just, while we're shadow boxing to cool down, I'm just gonna quickly review the things you learned today or we touched on, okay? We talked about stance. Let me just move my feet. So my stance, feet are shoulder width apart, okay? I have support in the front, support in the back. I have support on the left and on the right. And so it just allows me to shift very nicely, very well supported so that I'm always in a position to throw wherever I'm going, wherever I shift my weight. When I do this, when I box with narrow feet, I am not in position to throw all the time, okay? We talked about forward attacks and how they can be just little small, tiny successive steps forward, or we talked about more like a grinding, like a monster walk, where it's just like stepping, and that's how where you would take someone to the ropes. Okay, we talked a little bit about stepping back and then stepping forward. So when you step back, you're missing a punch. Maybe they throw a jab at you, you step back, you miss it, and then you launch back with your own counter. Or we talked about even just being close, but not that close, where you can just do one quick step forward in. So all of these tactics require footwork. And my real suggestion to you is when you're doing your warm-up, when you have time, when things aren't like really busy or you have a little bit extra time, spend time focusing on footwork. It is not the glamorous stuff, but it is the stuff that will make, in my opinion, the biggest impact on your boxing. Good footwork can go a long way, but if you build your boxing on top of a poor foundation, you are limited in your capacity to throw and be effective. So spend time thinking about your footwork. It makes a difference, okay? Thank you everyone today. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday afternoon. Thank you for spending 45 minutes with me. It was actually 50, sorry Jen. And I will see you all next week. Thank you, Sandy, Mohammed, Mary Claire.
Nice to meet you.
And you guys, thank you for coming and giving me your energy. It really helps me when I'm coaching to have people in the room. Because before when I was just by myself, it's like having a fishbowl on my head. I don't get that. I don't get the sense of, is it too hard? Do I need to make it harder? You know, what are the things? What are the prompts that I need to give? So having you guys around really makes a difference. So thank you as well. I will come by and spray your bag. And then if you could just give it a wipe, there's paper towels, I'll bring some of those around and then I'll take care of the floor. Once you start moving, you have to put your mask back on. So once you're leaving your space, but if you're just in your space, getting yourself sorted out, you're fine. But I am gonna come around with my spray machine and then I'll get you to wipe your bag, okay? Thanks very much. Spray, you know, or paper towel. How was that?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. You guys, back-to-back classes.
I think we're going to try to do it every Friday time.
Every other week.
Oh, I didn't see you. I'm so sorry.
And there's the garbage bag right there. On your way out, make sure your hands sanitize your hands. Just in your face. I don't know if anyone was on the side. There we go.
Joe.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. We
finishing out the last one.
Do you like those classes, the technical ones?
I do.
Like as much as last night?
Yeah.
Sorry? Okay, awesome, thank you. Yeah, definitely. So I guess I'll probably see you guys around.
We'll be here.
All right, you're gonna do.
Yeah. You know, to me, it's like my killer thing. Like, why would you? Because it's such a good, because you know what, you want to be like this when you box, right? But you know what, most people don't train like this, they train like this. And so you gotta get them to train like this.
I remember the first time you told me, like, I remember you telling me how to, like, do the chain or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, oh, like this, it was like lights on, you know, it's really deep sound. Probably that's. Yeah.
Joe always told me, sit down. He always is like a visual, like, imagine there's like a spring, like a bungee cord attached to your shorts, and you stand up, your shorts are gonna come down. So like, it's always sitting in that. And then you stand and go, whoops. So, but it makes, honestly too, I really am of the mindset that if you teach people to keep their feet in this pattern, like, it just really, from here, you can throw anything, you can block, you can throw, you can move, but people get like this all the time, and from this, there's not a lot you can do. In fact, this is where Millie used to box. She used to box, and so she's very in and out, so she's tall and quick. And as a young boxer, it was very successful for her.
Yeah.
But when she came here as a young,
She's so tall.
yeah. So with her, I started doing this called the shift, where you're just shifting your weight back and forth. And like literally, we started that when she moved here 2 years ago. And now she's throwing punches she never could throw before. Because she didn't throw very many backhand, because she couldn't throw it, she walked out. She just didn't throw them. She always used her two hands because she was so tall. And granted, she less punch, she was a little right. And I don't mean that like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know, she's so tall and they just really close the distance, right? But with the bigger girls, they're gonna have like more strength, so we needed to get her to sit down. And now she's throwing right hands like all the time. And it's just like, woo! And she throws way harder because she has the ability to really rotate and complete the punch. Whereas, there's one guy today, if he was really boxing, this is so common when people box, that they don't use the back leg at all.
Yeah, it's like when you say like twist or they like twist, but it's not.
Yeah.
They come up, and then that's showing the total, that's not what you want. That's where you want to come around, right? So these are coming forward. Boom, I'm throwing a weight, right? But if you bring your weight up and you stand up, then you're on a tiptoe. You don't have another connection to the floor, right? That's your foundation. So imagine if you're like a car and only right on the edges of the tire, right?
Yeah.
So, I'm a big fan of footwork. And I know people teach it differently, and some people like a little bit more, like at least the lead toe forward. But my one thing is, when you put it like this, it really forces you to rotate in your punches. When you do this, you don't have to rotate. And you don't get as much, because it's the distance the punch travels. So if I go like in here, right, and you just do this, like there's not, but when I do it like this, I'm getting more weight behind that punch versus just punching with your arm punching. And arm punching, you probably do really well for the first round and part of the second round, but then the rest of the fight, you're punching getting effective, right? So by using body mechanics, it's less physically taxing. And you're punching way harder. Like I think when you punch technically well, you're not using nearly as much energy here, right? Because you know what sometimes you're trying to really blow that. It's so much more energy. Before, not now. And so thank you for doing my class today. So this is kind of like a hot thing, but trying to keep it all within the line of the work.
That's good. Yeah, because I always like, I love the field work, even though I'm like really bad at it, because like I know like how hard it is. Like, I just like need to work on this stuff.
Yeah, so that's what I was saying at the end, like, you know, it's not the glamour stuff, people want to hit the bag and they want to bag the front, but it's the lower stuff that honestly is making you so much better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that company app. If you just look at the lower, like, let them do anything with right, with feet coming together, really narrow, but you just want to hit the bag, even when I said, don't hit the bag for the first part, you hit the bag.
Oh, I don't think it's the same.
Yeah,
He was sitting there. I remember that guy was there, he came to one of our fundraiser classes, and I was like, hey, like, do this for a living, he was just like, he was just like, I'm just not doing that, and I was like, okay, yeah. Hey, girl.
Oh, yeah, your session, do you want to go on the warm-up deal?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Do you want me to leave the light?
Actually, no, because there's a few more people.
Okay.
Oh, and I never got to thank you, Joe, for the scholarship.
Oh.
Thank you.
It was pretty worth it, but no, I thank you for all the work you do and we're all in it together, and you know, appreciate it. So, thank you.
How are you?
Time on
Okay, first we're just gonna start with some lower drills, okay? So I know these are like pretty badly drawn. Yeah, ladders, but snakes and ladders, so pick it up. Okay, snakes and ladders.
Hello. We got ladders drawn out. I love chalk. I love chalk too. I think chalk is one of the best things to do.
All right, first, since you guys have so much energy, we'll start with our runs. Come on, let's go. Here we go, ready? There and back race, ready? 1. You can take off your mask if you want to, if you don't want to, you can leave them.
Are you guys sisters?
Yeah.
No.